Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. How are you guys? I hope you're well, and I mean that because in today's video I want to talk about depression and how that does affect us, not only disabled people but also able-bodied people. Nowadays it's so common, depression, and it's kind that you get it so easy, and that's because we don't find the positive in everything. Of course, it's not possible to find the positive in everything, but at least to try find the best solution for the problems and the positive things of the events that happens in our lives. And shit can happen to us literally, and most of you know that, and most of you had a really shitty event if I might call it like that, in your life. And I had it also, that's why I can talk about it. I can share with you my own experience and how do I deal with it, or you know, how it was for me. Because depression is considered the main cause of disability worldwide, which, if you read all the facts about depression and how many people faced with depression or they had depression, you are like, so you're in shock of that. Anyway, so to tell my own experience, I had a car accident 5 years ago, and I broke my neck. It's not like an event that you can expect, or you know that it will happen. I don't know, it would be easier if I would have known that the second day I would break my neck. No, that doesn't happen, of course. It just happens. It just happens to you. You just have to deal with it. And the most important thing, you don't have to give up. Whatever happens to you, I'm sure, as long as you're alive, I'm sure that you can find something good about the situation. You can find at least a bit of positivity in that event. I don't know, you can find something. You just have to do and to will to find something that's positive or so. Anyway, I had a car accident, and I was in a foreign country. I was in Italy. I wasn't speaking Italian. It was new country for me, new language, new culture, new people, everything. Because I was there with my family, but no friends, no colleagues, nothing at all. So other than my family that was close to me, and they were every day at hospital for me, no one was there. So that's part of my event that was sad, because it's so important to have people around, and it helps you a lot mentally in those situations. Another fact that was upsetting me when I was in the rehabilitation center was that the moment when I found out I was basically taking medication for depression without my consent and without me knowing. I can totally understand that it is good in those situations, as it happened to me, to give to the person medication for mental health also, not only body, but I wasn't aware, and I found out the first time I went home, and they gave me the paper with all the medication I was taking, and you know, the bag with all the medication. And because I was studying medicine, well, I studied medicine for 1 year. I was like, okay, hang on, let's check. And I took first medication, I checked it, I googled it about it, okay, that's fine. I took the second, and etc. I took, and then I found out the medication for depression. I was like, what? I wasn't aware of that. And the first moment I turned back to rehabilitation center, I called my doctor and I said I want to stop taking this medication. Yeah, but it's good for your health, and etc. Blah blah. And then she said, okay, if you want to stop it anyway, we can do that, but you need to sign a paper that you are giving that approval, and the director needs to be present also. I was like, what kind of situation is this? But anyway, I said yes, because I was willing to stop those medication. And I did stop that medication, and afterwards they proposed me to go to the psychologist of the hospital. Hardly I said yes in the end, and I went. I saw the psychologist 3 times, and then I stopped, because for me at least it didn't seem useful for my situation at all. It was, of course, the conversation were in English, because I wasn't talking Italian yet back then, and the bothering thing was for me that it was question answer, question answer, question answer, crying, of course, question answer, question answer. I was like, what is this? Psychology session? Then I don't need it, so I stopped also those session. And of course I had my moments, and as everyone has their moments in life, even a normal person or something like that has moments in their life when they feel down, they feel sad, they have questions, and etc. And I also had, and I was questioning myself, why did happen this to me? What if I didn't go to Italy that year? What if that? What if I would have stayed home that day? And a lot of what if, and a lot of why me. Since I stopped with that questioning, also because you know, I couldn't find any answer, and I was basically wasting my time questioning that, and I said no more. And I started to be really busy on my days with physiotherapy, learning the language, learning the culture, socialize with other people from the rehabilitation center, making new friends, and that helped a lot. So one key for not having depression is to be really busy, you know, to make yourself busy, like with things to make yourself better, to improve yourself in whatever way you can think, is whether physically, mentally, whatever you can think of, that helps you. And it helped me, and immediately after rehabilitation center I started university, so I always was busy. But still, in the meantime, I had my moments when I was down, and again I was sometimes questioning myself, what if, and what if, and why me, what if, and why me. But you won't find any answer. So I'm sure that there are also people in this world that had worse events in their life than mine. I'm sure of that, and I'm grateful that I'm still alive. uh, I'm grateful that I'm still here with you guys, and I want to thank you that you are here with me, and you know, I care for you. I like doing this. This is something that I like doing, and to share my activities and things that I do, or my experience. I like that. So thank you for that. Anyway, depression is really important nowadays, like to heal of depression, to cure the depression, and to actually prevent it. So if you see someone that's um, close to you, a member, family, a friend, also that's a lot sad, and it's always negative, always sad, uh, talk to him, or recommend him a therapist, a psychologist. You know, most of the people think that if you go to a psychologist you're crazy, but it's not actually like that. If you go to a psychologist you might have some you know, small mental issues, you know, some thoughts that you need to fix them. Like, if you talk about them, if you talk loud about some problems that you have, trust me, it helps you a lot. It helps you a lot. So if you have a friend or member, family, do that. It's really important. Or if you yourself finding in a really bad period of your life, try talking, try going out, try socialize, and for that you don't even need you know, like a kind of a lot of money or so, because you can also use the social media nowadays. It's yeah, you know, so popular. You can Google everything, you can find everything on internet that you want to know about. You can find people that might be in a similar situation as yours. You can find people to talk with, or maybe you can talk to your best friends about your problems, if you feel confident, but as long as you talk about your problems, and you don't keep everything inside of yourself, you're still doing something good, and you're kind of preventing sadness and depression, because we don't want depression. Depression, it's so bad thing, and it's kind of slowing us down from our daily activities. It makes you uh, losing the interest in things that you once were enjoying, and we want to live full life, and it's so important to find the positive in every situation and everything. Don't let yourself down, keep on going whatever it is, because trust me, and there are other people in life in this world that have maybe 10,000 more problems than you, and they are still going on, they are still doing their daily activities with all the problems. And you know, also think about I don't know, the child in Africa that don't have food. So be grateful that you can have something to eat. Uh, be grateful that you you can walk, because there are people that can walk. That's me, an example. Be grateful that you can see, because there are people that can see. Be grateful that you can hear, because there are people that can't hear, and they live in a sad world. Well, they don't live in a sad world, but it's sad that they can't hear. Be grateful that you can talk, because there are people that can talk, and trust me, I met people that have this problem, like they can talk, or they can hear correctly, or they can see, and they are more happy than a nobody. They are so happy, and they are enjoying life so much, and they are doing a lot of things. They are studying, they are doing university, then continuing with the master, they are going abroad, doing internship abroad, via Erasmus, you know, things that of course everyone can do it, but if you see someone like them doing it, it's wow. He's not stopping doing these things because he can see. He still can do it. So you should be grateful of everything you have in your life, and of course to improve yourself, work on improving yourself, because we always can learn. Every day we can learn something new. So improve yourself, learn a lot, do a lot of things that makes you happy, and you know, find the positive in almost everything. Of course you can't find the positive in everything, but at least when you have a problem, check and try to find the positive solution that can be for that situation. And trust me, you have to do that, because you have only one life, and be grateful for that. Be grateful that you can still awake every morning, because there are people that don't. So thank you guys for watching. It wasn't a joyful topic to talk about, but we need to make people aware that depression is really is becoming really big nowadays, and we have to deal with depression in a better way, and to think as much as possible positive. So again, guys, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!